What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba with the ticker symbol BABA. The last time I looked at this company was back on August 29th. Please read the description below if you'd like to see the services I provide. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. It means a lot. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I see in a daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So here we have the daily chart, and I'm going to go ahead and put the channel that I see prices respecting, which is the downtrend channel that prices are currently inside of. Since we're making lower lows and lower highs and the EMA is pointing down and we're being rejected by EMA, that's a telltale sign that we are in a downtrend, which would be a bear market, since we've been going down for quite a long time, pretty much since last year November. So recently in my prior analysis, I said that we could touch this lower side of the channel since we kind of got rejected by the midline of the EMA, the channel. However, I also said that we could just pull back up to make that second leg up, and that also made sense. So I'm going to show you guys that leg right now. So this was the first leg up, and since the market moves in twos, this was the second leg up. So we had one leg up, correction, second leg up. So right at the channel we had that red bar. We pretty much made sense. It was a red day because it was right at the channel and the EMA, so that's a resistance point for the price. So what could happen next is either we can go back down to the lower side of the channel, right around over here, if we continue lower, or we could pull back just a little bit and then continue lower, or we could do another thing, which is break outside the channel, kind of like another push up. But either way, I still see us continuing lower just because this channel hasn't been played out yet. For this channel to play out, we would need to see a break outside and a move to a new low, or at least a retest of that low, for me to be confident that this bear market is over, or this downtrend is over. But as of right now, this one bar is not going to be the bottom of this market, unfortunately, for the longs. So if I was going short, this would probably be a nice position to go short, because there's a bunch of indicators telling me that price can continue lower. But I don't know how it's going to do it. I said it could either go pretty much continue down from right now. We could pull back one more time, not above this bar, and then continue lower, kind of like a lower high. Or we could break outside of this channel and then continue lower. But either way, I still see lower lows and lower highs coming in the future. And if I were to make a measured move for the price, I would have to use this first leg, since we already had that second leg down and we're seeing another correction. So since this could be the third leg of the market, I'm going to take the first leg, because usually the first and third legs are the same size. So if I were to take the first leg and I move it to the top of the start of the third leg, the price target is that 128 level. And I've been saying this for quite a long time, that price looks like it wants to reach that 130 level, and it doesn't mean we're going to get there tomorrow or in a week or maybe not even a month, because look at where the arrow is pointing. It's pointing up right around the September 30th to August 1st, so it could take about a month or a month and a half for price to reach. We're not going to get there tomorrow. Even if we start trending back up all the way up to the $200 level or something like that, I'm still looking for us to reach that 130 level, unless something changes, because we're pretty much still inside of this larger downtrend channel. I'm going to show you guys right now. So this was the spike right here, and then let me just adjust this a little better. Yeah, so this was the spike that price made, and then this is the channel. So usually after a spike, we're going to see a flatter channel because the spike is too aggressive for price. So let me change the color. Let me change the color of this downtrend channel that I showed you guys earlier. Let's make that one darker, something like the red or orange, whatever. So even if we do break outside of this small trend channel, we're still in this bigger trend channel. Do you guys see this yellow channel? So even if we come up all the way up to like the $200 level and break outside this yellow one, I still expect us to retest the lows. So in the lows right now are the 150 level. So even if we come back up to this $200 level, I still expect us to hit that 150 level and possibly even that 130 level in the future. Just because we continue higher or for a few weeks, that doesn't mean this analysis is invalidated, because I pretty much in my first video, I believe I made like a week or two after starting the YouTube channel, I pretty much said Alibaba could hit that 167 level, and then 2 months later it took prices to reach that level. So there you go, price does not move in a straight line. It takes a while for it to reach the targets. I cannot exercise or express that that much. Like, it takes a while for price to reach the targets. But this is pretty much the level I expect prices to reach, this 130 level. So that's pretty much everything I see on the daily chart. So after my analysis for Alibaba, we had that second leg up, which made sense because the price action moves in twos. We got a red day because it was right at the trend channel resistance side and the EMA. So we could see prices hit the lower side of this channel, or we could see a little breakout side, but I do expect lower prices to come. This is not any bullish reversal signs just yet. In the long term, I like Alibaba. It's just a very cool company, and I would like to add it to my portfolio, but I'm not going to buy it when I still see prices can go lower. Even if I'm wrong, I'd rather just be confident in my analysis that we're going to hit that 130 level, and that's still not be the best level to buy. I mean, it's definitely cheaper than buying right now, right? If we can get there, but we could even go lower than 130 level, but that's pretty much where I see prices reaching as of now. And it would make sense because it's at the lows of the range, which I'm going to show you guys on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Alibaba, and looks like prices came back inside of this range, and we're right at the midline of the range, which is where the choppiness occurs. As you can see here, prior price action, that pretty much right when it hits this dashed line, prices tend to just be moving sideways. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. Prices are just trying to find the support level, but I still believe we'll probably hit that lower side of the range at that 130 level. Especially since we're in this downtrend. If we start trending up from here, and since we came up short here and we start trending up from here, then we could see a breakout side of this channel, which would be right at that $200 level, but we'll probably find resistance there. And if that resistance holds, then we're going to fall all the way back down to the lows, right around that 150 level, and possibly even that 130 level. So on the daily chart, it looks more bearish than the weekly chart. The weekly chart looks like we could pull back quite a bit, maybe back up to that $200 level. Especially since we're kind of overextended from the EMA. But on the daily chart, it looks like we could just go right to that 130 level within the next month or two. We just gotta wait and see if that's what price wants to do, or the market makers want to do, because it's not the retail traders who are selling, right? Because most of these guys who comment, they're holding their shares, right? No retail trader is pretty much selling because they're scared because the price is falling, right? Like, I remember when I used to hold shares, I don't care if the price is held, prices fell, I just still held my shares no matter what, right? So it's not really the retail traders who are selling the shares right now because they're scared the prices are falling. Maybe some of them, right? But most people are holding their shares. So who's dropping the market, right? It's the traders, it's the banks, it's the hedge fund managers. You know, they don't really care about the company. They just care about making the money if the market goes up or down. So that's pretty much why we're going down, right? It's just the technicals. They don't really care about the company that much. You know, they just look at what chart they can make money off of. So that's pretty much a little tangent about that. Anyway, so it looks like we could hit that 130 level on the weekly chart too. Pretty much the same chart as daily chart, but just miniaturized. Yeah, that's pretty much just my analysis for Alibaba. Expect lower prices to come in the future. It's going to take maybe a couple months, maybe end of the year, we could hit that 130 level. If something changes, let's just say we start trending back up and we don't find resistance at the $200 level, and we break outside and we find support kind of like this, and we continue higher, then obviously we're not going to hit that 130 level anymore, right? Because prices want to do something else. But until then, it still looks like prices want to go lower. So that was not a bottom to me, that 150 level. It was just a bounce, like something over here. We had that bounce, but prices continue lower. We had the bounce, prices continue lower. So every time we get the bounce, prices continue lower. So this does not differentiate itself from the other bounces. So that's pretty much my analysis for Baba, and I'll give you guys pretty much maybe weekly updates depending on my schedule. So thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since we want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.